Today I have a personal favorite that's finally made it to my list. But let's see what I had to say about this brand in my previous videos.
The micro brands that come to the rescue here include the Prof Pioneer from Spinnaker. How can you forget another micro brand in the form of Spinnaker is the one that I'm actually tired of speaking from this micro brand called Spinnaker. Or will a micro brand like Spinnaker satisfy your ego?
Well, this was much awaited as I finally have this brand new watch from my favorite micro brand, Spinnaker. So hang on tightly as I set out to unveil this special collaboration between Spinnaker and Nickelodeon as they have adapted their special cheeky and squeaky character SpongeBob SquarePants into an awesome looking watch. This special collaboration between the two marks 25 years of SpongeBob SquarePants, making it to your idiot box. Hey guys, I'm Siddhant and this is Your Watch Club. Keep following us to get your thoughts aligned on your next purchase. But before I blabber more about this watch, you tell me, what is a Spinnaker? For those of you who are oblivious to the sailing world and have never stepped onto a sailboat, let me tell you that Spinnaker is that big sail which is there on those sailing boats, which catches most of the downwind to help the boat steer in the right direction and towards the finish line. So if you want to stay ahead in the race, Spinnaker is your key. And that transcends into the ideology behind the whole brand, Spinnaker, as they primarily have diving inspired watches. So let's quickly find out what all is there to choose from, because each name has a history that starts with Hull, Spence, Dumas, Croft, Bradner, Cahill, Haas, Picard, Tessay, Rec and Fleuss. So there are a hell lot of watches that you can pick from and you will need my help doing this. The Fleuss Collection is what we have today, which is named after Henry Fleuss, who is the man behind inventing this self-contained underwater breathing apparatus, which is also known as scuba. I think that's a great way to preserve history and human achievements like these. The Fleuss Collection mostly has automatic divers in a variety of colors. Then you've got the Fleuss GMT automatic for the flyer in you alongside the entry-level Fleuss Chronograph. And then Spinnaker has gone bazooka with their collabs like the Vietnamese edition and the SpongeBob SquarePants edition. And this one is the most striking collab with a large diversity of colors, designs and characters. And my favorite here being this Eyedial Meca-Quartz special edition, which comes in two colors including this I Spy Yellow and my favorite being this I Spy Black. FYI, you may find this out of stock because this one in black is the limited edition of just 650 pieces and the yellow is just 700 pieces. Well, they've done a great job at packing this one, as this SpongeBob themed yellow box is what you get. Open this box and you will find the watch hidden amongst a burst of blue and green in an aquatic look. The watch speaks volumes for itself because you will notice the legendary SpongeBob face with its gobbly eyes and funny teeth. The dial itself has so many layers as the teeth are applied with eyes, taking the main stage in form of two chrono subdials with eyebrows and nose cut out. This plate of the dial rests on the main surface, as you can see those curvy serrations at the top where it indicates what type of watch it is. The inner chapter ring stands tall like a mountain and is marked with minutes. Now this one feels quite sturdy in hand, as this is made of 316L stainless steel with brushed polish finish on the case in black. This is a 43mm case with 51mm lug-to-lug width and 14mm of thickness. This also has a sapphire crystal that's coated with sapphire for super extra strength and resistance to scratches, while it is mostly flattened out and does very little to hinder visibility. SpongeBob hands on the dial makes this funky but alluring, and there is a date window that's almost hidden at 8 o'clock. The right subdial is a 24-hour AM/PM tracker and the left one is a 60-minute Chrono-Dial. And I absolutely like the font on the dial and the bezel, which is quite well made. Bezel is thick and curvy with glass on top, and the grooves make it easier to turn it around in just one direction. This one does really great underwater with a 100-meter water resistance. And the black strap is well suited for the functionality of a diver's watch with perforations to help underwater and in summers. While the thickness of the strap is just perfect, which makes it really comfortable to wear. And what powers this Spinnaker is a Japanese Meca-Quartz, which is Seiko's VK64 bi-compacts movement. The piston pushers work like a regular setup to start, stop and reset the Chrono-Seconds hand to track your daily activities. The crown itself is edged with the Spinnaker logo in silver while being modestly sized, and time setting is quite easy as you pull out once to tamper the date and twice to change the time. And they've specifically mentioned not to change the date between 9 PM and 3 AM. So do keep that in mind. The stainless steel screw-down caseback has a happy SpongeBob running away to meet its gang, while you have regular literature set up on the periphery. Everything in white on the dial is a coating of Swiss Superluminova, which helps a ton under dark. Can you finally guess the price on this one? Because this Spinnaker is priced for $325, which makes this a super affordable, cool looking watch. While you may browse through their entire collection to find the right watch, like the regular Fleuss Automatic, the Bradner and the Croft Pioneer, you could also choose from a variety of other micro brands. Carola RPM alongside Aaron's Automatic are two great motorsports inspired designs that you could put your hands on. You could also choose Aviate Airmaster GMT Automatic, while their entire collection is pretty likable for someone who likes pilot and aviation watches. And if you really want to follow the convention, you could either choose the Tissot PRX, Citizen Toyosa, Seiko 5 Sports, Orient Kamasu, Bulova Aerojet, and a ton of other watches. And I'm sure if you are looking at Spinnaker, you already have the basic stuff. And that's what's really worked for Spinnaker. Their out-of-the-box designs, amazing quality, burst of colors, and durable timepieces is what sets it apart from all the other micro brands. And because they make some really great diving watches, this collaboration feels like a reinforcement of Spinnaker's vision, where SpongeBob and his gang reside in the Bikini Bottom under the sea. Initially, I was a bit confused and skeptical if I am going to like this watch, but I think this is the best one out of the whole Fleuss collection. Being a micro brand is tough because you face fierce competition from the legacy brands and these new age micro brands. But I'd say that Spinnaker has risen above the micro brand tag because they are not just slapping their brand name on assembled watches, but are really working hard on some great designs. In my opinion, backward integration is the key, which they seem to have done really well, and this has cultivated into their crazy designs and superb build quality in all their watches. So let's give it up for Spinnaker guys, who are consistently thinking out of the box and to step away from the standardized watchmaking that's the current trend. On the watch front, I would like to give this watch a 9 out of 10 for the kind of collaboration and design this one has with the superb build quality. Well, I have mentioned all the official links in the description from where you can order a Spinnaker watch. Since you have already made this effort to step away from legacy brands and choose a new age micro watch brand, do you think you will buy a Spinnaker? Until you decide, what are you wearing today?